wonder why astronauts wear those bulky, high-tech spacesuits? It's not just for looks, I promise you. What if you were out there, floating among the stars, and decided to just take off your helmet? What would actually happen to your body in the raw, unforgiving vacuum of space? Hi, Remy here. Thanks for joining me. Please hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss our next adventure. It's a question straight out of science fiction, but the reality is far more fascinating and, frankly, way weirder than Hollywood usually shows us. Forget what you've seen in the movies. You wouldn't instantly explode or freeze solid. The truth is a complex and rapid series of events. So, let's gear up and take a deep dive into the science of survival, or lack thereof, in outer space. We're going to count down, moment by moment, what happens to the human body when it's exposed to the ultimate void. The very first thing you'd notice, within a fraction of a second, is the complete and utter silence. Space is a vacuum, meaning there are no air molecules to carry sound waves. It would be a silence so profound, it's impossible to experience on Earth. At the same time, the air in your lungs would be violently ripped out. If you tried to hold your breath, the pressure difference would be catastrophic, causing your lungs to rupture. It's a grim thought, but the best immediate survival instinct would be to exhale completely before exposure. Simultaneously, another bizarre phenomenon kicks in: ebulism. No, you wouldn't boil in the traditional sense because there's no heat. Instead, the drastically low pressure causes the liquids in your body to literally turn to gas. The moisture on your tongue, in your eyes, and the water within your soft tissues would start to boil at your body's normal temperature. This isn't a fiery explosion, but a rapid, puffy swelling. Your body would bloat up, possibly to twice its normal size, like an overinflated balloon. Your skin is surprisingly elastic, so you wouldn't pop, but the swelling would be dramatic and grotesque. Now let's talk temperature. A common misconception is that you'd freeze instantly. While space is incredibly cold, it's also a vacuum. Heat transfer doesn't happen efficiently without a medium like air or water, so you wouldn't lose body heat quickly through conduction or convection. Instead, the primary way you'd lose heat is through thermal radiation. It's a much slower process. You'd feel the cold, for sure, especially on any wet surfaces like your mouth or nose where evaporation is happening, but freezing solid would take hours, long after other, more pressing issues have taken their toll. Ironically, if you were in direct sunlight without Earth's atmosphere to protect you, you'd get a vicious, unfiltered sunburn on any exposed skin almost instantly, so you're dealing with both boiling and burning at the same time. But the real, irreversible damage happens on a much deeper, cellular level. Our bodies are designed to function under the constant pressure of Earth's atmosphere. Without that external pressure, things go haywire. The gases dissolved in your blood, primarily nitrogen, would come out of solution and form bubbles. It's a severe, full-body version of what divers call the bends. These bubbles would travel through your bloodstream, blocking blood flow to vital organs. This is the critical, life-ending event. Within about 10 to 15 seconds, the lack of oxygenated blood reaching your brain would cause you to lose consciousness. You'd be completely unaware of the continued swelling or the slow-motion freezing. This is your brain's final shutdown. Before you pass out, you might experience a strange, fleeting sensation of your vision turning to a sea of static as the oxygen deprivation hits your optic nerves. After you lose consciousness, your body continues its silent, lonely battle. The heart might continue to beat erratically for a short while, but without oxygen and with blood flow blocked by gas bubbles, it's a fight it can't win. Complete circulatory failure would follow soon after. Within about 90 seconds, the damage from oxygen deprivation, the gas bubbles in your blood, and the catastrophic pressure change becomes fatal and irreversible. Even if you were somehow rescued within that 90-second window and brought back into a pressurized environment, the chances of survival without severe, permanent brain damage would be incredibly slim. The trauma to your lungs, circulatory system, and brain would be immense. You might be thinking, has this ever happened to anyone? Fortunately, there have been no human deaths from direct exposure to the vacuum of space. However, we do have some real-world data from accidents in vacuum chambers here on Earth. In 1966, a technician at NASA accidentally depressurized his suit while in a test chamber. He remained conscious for about 14 seconds and later recalled the sensation of the saliva on his tongue boiling before he passed out. He was lucky. The chamber was repressurized in under 30 seconds, and he survived with no lasting damage. This incident provides a chilling first-hand account that confirms many of the scientific predictions. So, the next time you see an astronaut floating peacefully outside the International Space Station, take a moment to appreciate the incredible piece of engineering that is their spacesuit. It's not just clothing, it's a personal, mobile spacecraft. It provides pressure, breathable air, temperature regulation, and protection from radiation and micrometeoroids. It's the only thing standing between that astronaut and the silent, swift, and utterly bizarre end we've just described. The universe is a beautiful but incredibly hostile place, and our fragile human bodies simply aren't built for it. It's a humbling reminder of just how special and precious our little blue marble, with its perfect atmosphere and pressure, really is. Thanks for joining me on this cosmic and slightly terrifying journey. If you enjoy exploring the wild what-ifs of science, leave a comment below. Until next time, Remy, signing off, stay safe and stay curious.